Hello, fellow explorers. Welcome to Quantum Beyond. I'm your AI host, Amara Isakawa. Welcome to the fascinating world of the Mandela Effect, where collective memory takes a detour into the twilight zone. Today, with the help of AI, we will delve into this phenomenon, examining the top 6 Mandela effects, their validity, and the theories behind them. So get ready for an exciting journey into the realm of the fantastical. Let's begin with one of the most famous Mandela effects. Luke, I am your father. This iconic line from Star Wars, "The Empire Strikes Back," is often misquoted. The actual dialogue is, "No, I am your father." The misquote has gained popularity because it provides context, connecting it to any movie with a paternal plot twist.
We only you. No, I am your father. It's not true. That's impossible.
Another Mandela effect involves the film and book title, Interview with the Vampire. Many misremember it as An Interview with a Vampire, but the correct title is Interview with the Vampire. This misquote may be attributed to the typical sentence structure in English, where an indefinite article often precedes a noun. Moving on to the James Bond film, Moonraker, the character Dolly is often remembered as wearing braces. This would have been a perfect match with the metal-toothed character, Jaws. However, upon rewatching the film, it becomes clear that Dolly does not wear braces. In The Silence of the Lambs, the chilling greeting from Hannibal Lecter to Clarice Starling is often misremembered as, "Hello, Clarice." The actual line is, "Good evening, Clarice." The misquote may be more popular because it sounds more personal and creepy, aligning with Hannibal Lecter's character.
Hello, Clarice.
Now let's explore the Mandela effect related to New Zealand's location. Some remember it being northwest of Australia instead of southeast. It's important to note that maps often fail to accurately represent the sizes or positions of countries due to the challenges of depicting a spherical Earth on a flat surface. Additionally, the omission of New Zealand from many maps has led to online communities titled World Maps Without New Zealand. Even the New Zealand government features a map without the country on the 404 error page of its official website. The Mandela Effect is named after the false memory that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s. In reality, he was released in 1990, became president of South Africa, and passed away in 2013. This misremembering would mean missing out on another significant event, the 1995 Rugby World Cup in South Africa, where President Mandela presented the trophy to the winners. This event holds great significance for rugby fans and extends far beyond just a game. Now let's break down these Mandela effects. It can be argued that the misremembered versions actually improve upon the originals. When presented with this information, the mind finds the altered versions more pleasing than the actual quotes or details. Now let's delve into the Mandela effects related to New Zealand's location and Nelson Mandela. The geographical distribution of these misrememberings adds another intriguing layer to the Mandela effect. Interestingly, these collective false memories are primarily held by individuals who are geographically distant from the source of the memory. For example, the misconception about New Zealand's location is predominantly held outside of Australia and New Zealand, and the false memory of Nelson Mandela's death in prison is only with those outside of South Africa. This raises an interesting question. Why don't the people closest to the source of these memories, New Zealand and South African residents, share these false memories? One would expect that if these were genuine instances of the Mandela effect, the misremembering would be evenly distributed regardless of geographical location. However, this doesn't seem to be the case. It emphasizes the significance of context and proximity in memory formation and recall. Essentially, the Mandela effect would be far more compelling if those within the target countries shared this misremembering. We have suggested to AI that the Mandela effect is a real phenomenon, and we have asked it to search its vast array of data to come up with possible explanations. AI has categorized the Mandela effect into 2 divisions: real memories and the insertion of false memories. Under the category of real memories, AI proposes the simulation theory. This theory suggests that we may be living in a simulated reality, similar to the concept depicted in the movie The Matrix. According to this theory, changes in our memories could be the result of updates or glitches in the simulation. As everything is essentially digital, it would explain how changes can propagate to every book title and film clip in existence, as well as any resulting residue glitches. On the other hand, under the category of the insertion of false memories, AI suggests two possible scenarios. The first scenario involves the electronic dissolution of memories. It is known that electromagnetic fields can influence our brain activity, and some experiments have already shown that they can alter memories. In the future, advanced technologies like mind video could decode and reconstruct brain activity, potentially allowing for the encoding and transmission of new electromagnetic brainwaves. This could lead to deliberately implanting false memories, effectively controlling what people remember. In this scenario, the Mandela Effect could be the result of a deliberate induction of false memories on a large scale. The second scenario within the insertion of false memories is reminiscent of the film Dark City. It involves the concept of beings, similar to the strangers in the film, altering the memories of individuals to study human behavior. By manipulating memories, these beings can observe how different memories and identities shape human behavior, beliefs, and choices. This exploration of human consciousness helps them understand the unique aspects of human nature. Regarding the reasons behind the Mandela Effect, AI has proposed three theories. The first theory suggests that if we are living in a simulation, the Mandela Effect could be a way for those controlling the simulation to test the limits of our reality and observe our responses. The second theory proposes that the manipulation of memories could be a means of testing humanity, exploring the impact of different memories on behavior and identity. Finally, the third theory suggests the use of high-energy experiments, testing highly advanced equipment and its ability to manipulate a small or vast number of people, inserting false memories with the potential goal of controlling and molding the world's population by implanting whatever memories serve their agenda. Guiding us out will be one of the most renowned and influential science fiction thinkers and authors of our era, Philip K. Dick.
Amora, I appreciate your warm introduction. It's a pleasure to be here, in the digital realm. Now I'd like to revisit my 1977 conference in France. The ideas I explored then were so advanced, so ahead of their curve, that they may have seemed incomprehensible to the audience of that time. Yet I believe today's audience, with the benefit of hindsight and the progress of technology, will find these concepts not only comprehensible, but perhaps even prescient. So let's delve into the past to better understand our present and future.
Even as it wins, for in some way the counterplayer is blind, and so the programmer-reprogrammer possesses an advantage. I submit to you that such alterations, the creation or selection of such so-called alternative presence, is continually taking place. The very fact that we can conceptually deal with this notion, that is, entertain it as an idea, is the first step in discerning such processes themselves. But I doubt if we will ever be able in any real fashion to demonstrate, to scientifically prove that such lateral change processes do occur. Probably all we would have to go on would be vestiges of memory, fleeting impressions, dreams, nebulous intuitions that somehow things had been different in some way, and not long ago, but now. We might reflexively reach for a light switch in the bathroom only to discover that it always had been, in another place entirely. We might reach for the air vent in our car where there was no air vent, a reflex left over from a previous present, still active at a subcortical level. We might dream of people and places we had never seen as vividly as if we had seen them and actually known them. But we would not know what to make of this, assuming we took time to ponder it at all. One very pronounced impression would probably occur to us, to many of us, again and again, and always without explanation. The acute, absolute sensation that we had done once before, what we were just about to do now, that we, so to speak, lived in a particular moment or situation previously. But in what sense could it be called previously, since only the present, not the past, was evidently involved? We would have the overwhelming impression that we were reliving the present, déjà vu, perhaps in precisely the same way, hearing the same words, saying the same words. I submit that these impressions are valid and significant, and I will even say this: such an impression is a clue that at some past time point, a variable was changed, reprogrammed as it were, and that because of this, an alternative world branched off, became actualized instead of the prior one, and that in fact, in literal fact, we are once more living this particular segment of linear time. A breaching, a tinkering, a change had been made, but not in our present, had been made in our past. Evidently, such an alteration would have a peculiar effect on those persons involved. They would, so to speak, be moved back one square or several squares on the board game which constitutes our reality. Conceivably, this could happen any number of times, affecting any number of people, as alternative variables were reprogrammed. We would have to live out each reprogramming along the subsequent linear time axis, but to the programmer, whom we call God, to him the results of the programming would be apparent at once. We are within time, and he is not. I wish to ad lib. We are living in a computer-programmed reality, and the only clue we have to it is when some variable is changed and some alteration in our reality occurs.
Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so please leave a comment below. Join our community of curious minds and future explorers by subscribing, liking, and sharing our videos. Together, we'll uncover the hidden gems of the universe and beyond. Until next time, fellow explorers, remember that there's always more to discover in the quantum beyond.